retracted Eleutherobium-like things with all the polyps shrunken down. Remember I said it doesn't have an internal skeleton?
Mm-hmm.
There's another one farther to the left, I think.
Video, if you want to zoom out a little bit. I think they see an additional one here.
Oh, well, there's a good comparison.
Oh yeah,
There's
down
another
lower left.
down
There's
the
an
lower
additional
left
colony.
pilot.
I can go move over to that one.
So kind of what I'm thinking is that, you know, there's so many gametes in there that look kind of pink. When the colony becomes retracted and all the excess water is released, that color is reflected more. And this is all speculation.
Yeah.
All right, Betty, you can frame it up. Yeah, that looks very similar to me.
I'm not sure I would agree. That's a big jump.
Yeah, as I look at these side by side, I have a hard time believing they're the same.
Yeah. I really do think it might be
I don't think it's a Paragorgia, though.
Okay. Well, it's probably too small to make a collection of.
Yeah, it's very small.
Another scoop.
We get
kind of
lasers next
thing,
to it if you want it.
That's hard at this point.
We can zoom out to
put
acquire
into the
lasers just so they have an idea how big it is.
Lasers are on.
What is the bulbous thing in the background
I
there?
think that was a sponge. Another snipe eel tail.
There's lasers next to it to give you an idea.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking at 2 centimeters
Yeah.
from base to tip.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's
Coming off.
interesting. And
Video, come back in. This looks a little different. Looks like there's a translucent structure here.
I think that's probably a hydroid. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we saw those a while ago.
Yeah, and there's another one of the white sticky-like things that's going to be to the upper right, off the screen right now.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we were looking at them earlier, wondering if it was sponge or black coral or who knows what.
Would it be possible to get a zoom on the upper right that kind of looks like a Y?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind
Video,
of
come in.
thing? Oh, and I think there's an octopus above, too.
Oh yeah, half buried in the...
Hummer's diver. The wishbone.
Yeah, wishbone.
Looks like another fish up above.
Yeah, I think that's fish. Do you guys still see octopus, or is it?
I think it was a little bit above that.
Oh.
So.
We can go for a moving subject first.
It's below. It's below. You're going the wrong way.
Below.
Oh, sorry. Are you going for the octopus?
Here. Yeah, but
Yeah. All right,
I'm
you can
sorry.
come in on the white subject there. I was going to chase the octopus and come back. Yeah, but I didn't see the octopus, so. Okay. It's hard to tell what this is. No.
Do you think it is one of the carnivorous sponges?
Yeah, you're maxing probably.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Me neither.
Yeah.
No idea.
It's, I still think that's the best guess. I don't think it's a black coral because those things that look like tentacles are too stiff.
Okay. Yeah.
they look like spicules.
Yeah.
Do we want
Could
lasers
it
on
be an organism
Sure.
that is grabbing
Coming off.
spicules from the seawater? Not that there are a lot of sponges around.
I mean, it looks to me more like a sponge, so I don't think we would
Yeah.
have to.
Oh,
make
There's
that
the
jump.
octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Nobody
he is.
believed me.
I didn't
Ye
see
of
it.
little faith.
Yeah.
That's a good eye. Well, see, I did not see it.
I didn't disbelieve you.
You could frame up octopus video.
coming off of the lasers?
Yeah, sounds good.
It is definitely Octopus Friday today.
It is.
Copy bridge, move complete.
So is every Friday Octopus Friday?
It can be.
It seems like it is on the ship.
And then Cephalopod Week.
Uh-huh, yeah.
We like to celebrate them every day.
Squid Sunday.
I'll take some zoom video, you can. Whatever.
Wow.
Understood.
He's finding a nice little niche for himself.
I like the way they tuck in their arms and start digging a hole with their body. And blend in with the substrate.
They sure do.
All right, Washley, did you want to continue videoing this, or would you like to move on?
No, I think we should move on, considering we have less than an hour left.
Understood.
But that was great.
I'm looking down at you at
Nice
9-0.
little stop.
Copy
Yes.
that, Lars.
Oh, wow. Gosh, it makes you realize how tiny that octopus is. You see the fish.
This whole day has been like that, more so than any other dive, I think, where I keep thinking these features are all much larger.
What's this? Video, want to snap on this? See if we've seen this before? Oh, it's a coral hanging out.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised to see it right on those sediments.
Zoom out a little bit.
There must be some little
Actually,
piece of hard
Yeah,
material
it might have
underneath.
broken off, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And more of
Another-
those mollusks.
Yep, a couple of them.
all right, we'll keep moving video.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
I think we might have gotten one in the thruster, maybe?
Okay, yeah, very possible. It does look like squid ink, right? Yeah. Okay.
Calamari for all.
No thruster faults, so it wasn't a big one.
Huh. Sorry.
Occupational hazard.
Oops.
Delivering more food to the seafloor.
Yep.
Faster than expected.
Food processing.
And yesterday you could see the squid in the water column when you looked on the Sirius view, looking down at
Coming
D2
up
all
just a
lit up.
little
But
bit.
today you can hardly see D2
Okay.
with all the turbidity in the water. I don't know if we'd have as good of a view of the squid.
Well, I mean, we had view of the squid, and then it decided to swim.
That upper ledge, you can see a lot of
Burrow
small
away.
burrows in the compacted sediment. And the lower ledge, it's more like a ledge, you know, balcony kind of ledge.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Little different type of structure to it.
Yeah, my rotator's pretty high. And I think the co-pilot, can you verify the upper swing arms or the? I think it's up position is all the way what we want. Because they're stowed right now.
Copy that.
See, they can come down. So you could, if you bring them back.
Well, I just
up. It'll. Otherwise, they can aim towards the Zeus a little bit too much. But you can frame up shiny object. Oh, okay.
All right, we need to see a bivalve, so if this is a bivalve, that would be great. Or no, maybe that's another one of those worms.
Swing arms
One of the
are
ribbon
fully up.
worms, but kind of small.
I don't know. It does look like a bivalve, or a half of a bivalve, a single valve of a bivalve.
Yeah, it's hard to say with all the sediment around it the way it is.
Very tiny.
It's like the sediment doesn't stick to the inside or something. All right, everybody, you can come on. I think we're clear of this.
And pilot, this is watch one.
Go ahead, watch one.
I guess we were thinking that since we don't have all that much time left, if we wanted to just climb whichever way up you would like to take for a while. Great, thank you.
What is causing that shadow?
It's either.
Looks like there's something right in the light.
I think it's the. See, like my starboard swing arm?
Yeah. All those little fish.
I think those are krill, if I'm not mistaken. I think they like the light. Maybe they like the heat from it or something. Frostbitten man. Alright, so we're going to start going up. Go pilot. Just let you know.
Copy that.
Probably acquire ridge and then ride the ridge nav.
Do you want me to swing around to keep you in the view, or?
Yeah.
Swinging over.
And we'll just follow the heading of that ridge.
Copy that.
Get some elevation going here. Pretty cool feature here.
Yeah, the visibility has increased as well.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, actually.
Like the current can blow by and clean it off better or something.
Yeah.
Some more big caves coming up. It's a very narrow ridge.
It surely is. See little areas of collapse there on the right. So any kind of
interesting texture
disturbance would cause it to collapse a little bit, and
that little area.
Like keep doing that over time, and you get a very pointed ridge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, video can come in. Just curious about the texture of this area. Looks different than the rest is all. It's like
It's interesting mud down there.
Yeah, it is.
Almost looks like a harder clay.
Yeah.
Clay-like than some
scraped clean or something.
See all the burrows crisscrossing.
I think I saw an octacle around here. If you zoom out a little bit. Let's see, it's going to be upper left. There it is.
Yeah.
Go for the larger colony here. Come in. Oh, look at all those sea spiders crawling out of that cave there. It's kind of... We'll go for octacoral first, and then we'll go to sea spiders, I guess. That's probably max zoom, isn't it? It's pretty far away.
I can see some of the little pink eggs or sperm.
Alright, I'll look at the sea spiders. They're still here.
Boy. Spider everywhere. Makes me itchy.
Just crawling out of a cave.
I wonder what those little white things are in the upper right part of the screen.
Yeah, that definitely is a Halloween shot.
Yeah.
You were mentioning that earlier. With a cave and spiders.
Watch, see, if you wanted a closer look
Just
at
waiting
these,
for a hagfish to pop
that'd
out
be
and
great.
grab it.
Yeah.
Just make my day.
Video come out. I'm going to try to get a closer look at these guys.
Oh, that's okay. We can probably move on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this mud is a little different here. I mean, the substrate, it stands up more and doesn't have all those little ledges to it. It's just one large, more massive. So it's probably a different combination of clays and silts, probably more on the clay size. Make it stiffer and stand up better to erosion.
Sounds like we're in the middle of an eddy now.
No, actually, I think I called it up wrong because they told me that it was starboard and the wind's still on our port side, so it's holding steady.
I'm curious what this orange thing is, then we'll go up. Video you can snap on small orange. Just caught my eyes all. Oh, I think it's crab. Yeah. Dead crab. Or a molt.
Crab shell of some sort?
Eel? Or
Yeah, pout eel tail.
Eel pout and a hake.
if I get a short move in, 352.
Copy. Three, 5, 2, 10 meters.
You can do 20.
Yeah, I agree with 20.
20. Okay.
This looks like a sand dune, huh?
That's one giant sand dune.
Bridge, does it have?
Oh, another pretty jelly.
Let's take a quick snap of this video.
Stand by 1 second.
Understood.
Bearing 312, Seattle.
352.
352. Okay, bridge.
We'll let it go
next
video.
move.
He's going below me.
It's gonna be range 20 meters, bearing 350 degrees, speed 0.2.
Come wide video.
0.2.
No problem.
Good copy.
We'll try to move through the sedimented area to try to find something with a hard substrate.
Copy that.
There's a crinoid down here we can check out while the ship gets moving. Oh, what is that?
I wonder if this is another of the possibly burrowing anemones.
Come in.
Yeah, this looks like what we were zooming in on a while ago. It's probably an hour ago at least.
Yeah, here you can see the really long tentacles. He had one of the tips of those tentacles inserted in the mouth or stomach area.
Mouth, yeah.
It almost looked like it was cleaning the insides out. But maybe it was just delivering food. Oh. Thought he might be disappearing on us.
I think he's shy. I'm pretty far away.
Well, that's a pretty decent way to hide.
He can't see us, we can't see him. Is that the theory?
So Nolan Barrett was commenting on the jellyfish that we just were looking at, and the third one we've seen today, and he thought that he recognized it. And looking at the feeding tentacles, it's in the Semaeostome
Next video.
order of cnidarians. A notable example is the common moon jelly.
I like how my starboard swing arm has like so many crows.
And those are different from
but the other one.
Rhizostome, which has the cannonball jelly as a notable example. And so they looked like Cyanea capillata, the lion's mane jellyfish, and Mike Ford had the same name. So we might be narrowing it down.
Was that the same one? We've seen a couple other times.
Yeah,
the same
that was
species.
Frame these two up.
Oh, here's another little inhabitant of a burrow.
Oh, the same fish, the grumpy fish.
You want lasers
Grumpus
on
fishes.
Oh, and our first little rat tail of the day. He's decorated well with the pycnogonid and some brittlesar arms.
Try to get this little guy first, and then we'll go for the big one.
Well, we're 3 for 3 in terms of the inhabitants that we've seen of these burrows. Seems.
All right, we'll let the little one go.
We know who lives there.
Yeah, kind of funny after yesterday where we only caught one of these guys.
Yeah.
I can try to get closer and look more down on it if you like.
That looks more like a toad there.
Yeah.
Or Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
He even has his own like sand.
Scott France said, "Cheer up, dude."
All right, Betty, you can come wide.
We'll be out of here soon.
I'm sorry, can we zoom back in the orange thing just to the... Sorry, if we've moved on, it's okay.
No, we're okay. The upper right of where he was?
Yeah, was that just another Seriantid, or is that a dandelion?
It looks like Serianthid to me.
Copy bridge, move complete.
Definitely not a dandelion siphonophore, so okay.
Oh, what is the pink thing? So just to the left of, yeah, sorry, we didn't see it until we were zooming out, but to the left of the organism we were just looking at. Oh, it's a baby fish. I wonder if it's a little chaunax.
Or a pout.
Or an eel pout. Yeah, gosh.
Or one of those snailfish.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I predict some fish people. Getting excited right about now.
Yeah.
It's holding on.
Putting up the radar for the fish ichthyologist to come online.
You're looking down at me, but you're done moving, so we're good?
Yeah, we have plenty of room. I got you there at 90, but ship is stationary.
Understood.
Maybe that's the grumpy fish's baby.
Fish is so funny.
Right at us.
What a face. Hey, come on, it's Friday. Cheer up. The weekend lies ahead.
Mr. Grumpy
You just see him saying, tourists.
What's with the paparazzi around here?
All right. Next video.
No, that was a great little area.
All right. You can see D2's footprint.
It's interesting that the skids of the ROV pushed into that sediment but didn't really produce too much of a cloud, and it looked pretty cohesive when we left. It wasn't all slumping down, so this is a little more stiff than I would expect.
And Andrea Quattrini commented snailfish, and I'm thinking that she was talking about the little guy that we saw. And the other guy was that same toadfish wrymouth that we're trying to figure out. It would be very helpful if we could see the rest of the fish, but he keeps all of the fins and everything tucked in the burrows. So that's the Liparidae that the snailfish belong to. Great. That's a new one for me. I say that so many times every day. It's great.
Well, I say it about every 2 minutes.
Pink subjects, see what it is. It's shrimp. Okay, never mind. I see quite a few of those. Keep moving up the hill. Yeah, let's try crab.
Oh, wow. Running crab.
Up and over.
I'll let him go. He's fast. He's a lot faster than me.
He's doing his exercise.
He's running circles. All right, we'll keep moving up the hill.
I like his tracks.
And Andrew said that little fish is a Paraliparis species.
Just no crab.
Family Liparidae.
Got another crab ahead.
Yeah.
And that family includes the deepest observed family of fishes.
Here's another.
We'll let it just go through.
That's our fourth one of those jellies we've seen today.
Look at how the crabs are lining up on the
I see two.
The crest. We just saw one scamper back and forth across the crest, and now there's one here and one in the distance. Must be some good pickings for food up here.
We're waiting for the current.
Hopefully not the pout eels, since they're all over the surface. I wonder if they do eat them. Look how he's sticking his... He's kind of stuck in the mud. Look how deep he's penetrating there. Needs his snowshoes.
Could come in partial.
Yeah, wow. Goodness, it's really sinking. This must be some very soft sediment.
Yeah, it's funny because we just saw that other crab scampering across, but maybe he just had enough momentum to keep him sort of afloat. All right, let's check out the next one down the ridge, up the ridge.
Yeah, but you can come wide.
I guy's struggling. And then this one's just walking right along. You think there could be a difference in the sediment right there?
Yeah, there might be just a...
Could frame it up if you wanted.
A cavity that was filled in by the sediment.
It looked darker.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not having nearly the problems.
No. Lighter color, too.
Yeah.
Looks like he just came out of somewhere sticky. So Mike Ford asked how wide the crab is.
Get some lasers on it.
Coming on. Lasers on.
No, about 10 centimeters,
10.
I'd say.
You may have another octopus over there.
I wonder what that white object is in the distance there.
Yeah, Pilot, can we go check out that
Absolutely.
little blip on the horizon?
And Nav, we could probably go ahead and get another 10-meter move in if you're ready.
You can do 20, I think.
Or 20.
Copy that. Same bearing.
You know what we haven't seen today?
More northerly.
No.
I'd say a little
Marine
bit more to the
debris.
north.
That's right. This might be our first dive.
This would be our first dive, so I hope I didn't jinx it.
Yeah, me too.
000. It's good.
I'd say
Another
like
one of the
355.
cancer-type crabs.
Copy.
That's interesting that we see so many of them.
You
I
said
wonder
Yeah.
what the heck they're eating.
Or 20.
20.
Maybe they're waiting for the fish heads.
Copy.
or calamari.
Yes, yesterday we saw many squid, and they seem to be grabbing some small fish out of the water column, chomping off their heads and letting the heads fall to the sea floor. And then crabs and black belly rosefish were consuming the heads. Easy prey. Heads were literally rolling down the slopes. And there's another crab.
Yeah, and Scott pointed out that there's no shortage of brittle star ophiuride
starting to
arms
pull
sticking out everywhere. Just nibble an arm here and there, and
Although we haven't seen this crab eat a brittle star.
That's a pretty large shrimp. Video come in. You have
There's
some
some
lasers
great
on it.
close-up video of
Bridge.
such an occasion from maybe 4
Where's the
days
drone?
ago. Up close and personal, watching the feast of a brittle star
Just waiting for
by
the
a
ship to
large
move
red
video.
crab.
there's a lithodid crab. And Amanda Demopoulos said that the brittle star arms would be a crunchy snack. Maybe a little flossing too while you're at
Yeah, I
it.
was going to say toothpicks.
Or getting those USBL tracking errors again.
I saw a few this morning as well.
Yeah, it's not as often as yesterday, but once in a while.
Yeah, I noted the times in the
Okay, let me know this.
nav book.
Could probably make that a 30-meter move if you wanted. If you wanted to add 10 meters to that, Fernando.
I think there's another crab up
You
ahead.
want to add 10 meters? Okay.
I'm already.
Some other, what are the, oh, those are the snails,
Oh,
are
yeah.
they? Yeah.
Looks like it.
I wasn't referring to those. I saw one on the horizon.
All right, 10 meters added.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these today.
Total of 3 0 meters. Correct?
3 yesterday, and
yeah.
today,
Come in.
I don't even know how many.
Sounds like we've seen these before.
Did we confirm what they were, or is this something we should take a collection? Since we've seen so many, it would be important to know what they are.
We did have at
No, there are
least
3
a
here.
possible ID, but we could ask.
I don't think they'd run away too fast if we took a scoop.
So
Yeah.
the issue with that pilot is I believe the only
You
clear
can see a siphon of
biome
one.
that's
I don't know if
left
they're
is
called
the
siphons, but
starboard
the
outer.
proboscis
So if we do
sticking out of the
scoop, we're gonna
sediment
have a,
up ahead. Looks like
interesting
one.
entry to that.
Or we can
Firebox.
always try it, right, pilot?
Yeah, get in there.
We can try.
Or we can try it.
So, pilot, we can keep going if we hear
Understood.
from the chat room that they'd like a collection. Looks like there are other opportunities up ahead.
Yeah.
Port outer. Do we have something in the port outer?
So what I was told is that they tried to put something in the port inner. They put sediment, and most of it ended up in both bio boxes.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
starboard outer is the only completely clean bio boxer at the moment.
All right. I have a feeling this is going to be an action-packed day for midwater.
Yeah. I hope Stephanie has gotten her rest. She'll be busy.
Yeah. Another siphonophore.
So pretty. So is each one of those red spots an individual organism, or are they each clusters of organisms?
Very clean sandy ridge here.
Go ahead, watch lead. We have about 40 minutes.
Do we have any information on the transects, nav? What depths we want to do and
yeah.
how long?
We're gonna do 500, 400, and 300.
Copy that.
About 20 minutes each.
Nice.
You rotate down a little bit to keep me in view.
Copy that.
Looks like you're on the move.
Yes.
That's good.
So we have about 40 minutes left in the dive, and then we will transition into the midwater transects. And we will do those at 500, 400, and 300 meters, is what I've been told.
So are we heading to the east, southeast to do those, or? Because I mean, we're at 500 now.
Current's going from my port to my
Yeah,
starboard.
I mean, we'll rise a little bit. The DP current is showing coming from southeast.
A little bit of darker
we'll
material
line up that way
underlying
if the
this
current comes into us.
well-oxygenated
hopefully
layer.
that's the case, and we don't have
That
to
darker
move the ship
material
that much.
indicates possibly that it's a
yeah,
reducing environment. We saw some of that yesterday.
Two crabs up here.
Oh.
Copy bridge, move complete.
There's two crabs. Does he have something?
Almost looks like he has a fish.
It looks like he has a fish, which would
yeah,
it might just be his claw.
Yeah, I think it's his claw.
Racing crabs, huh?
Can't take the lasers off.
They're quick.
Yeah, these are quite a bit darker if you look in the holes here. We saw a brief interaction between those two crabs. I don't know if everyone saw it in the distance.
Go ahead, survey.
I'm all just running around.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Well, look, and it's gone, so it definitely retracted.
Yeah,
isn't that funny?
All the way in.
Yeah. That was quick.
Zoom out. Something's floating. There it is. Snap it.
Ooh, there's a pretty one.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah. Wow, look at that color.
Let it go video. It's flying away. Thanks. Come wide. Super easy to get disoriented.
Oh, yeah.
When you have like such low visibility.
Very easy.
So the background of what's going on is that the currents are favorable.
If I get another move underway, I'll push out a little bit.
Copy.
At 20.
Okay.
355 still looks good to me. Yeah.
Copy. Bridge, this nav. We're ready for the next move. That's gonna be range 20 meters, bearing 355 degrees, speed 0.2.
Hey folks, so for those of you that are waiting for our mid-water transects, you heard the science leads before say we've got about 40 minutes left on bottom, and that's actually good news for everybody. We're going to do 3 sets of mid-water transects today. They're going to be 20 minutes each at 500, 400, and 300 meters, and because the currents have calmed down and conditions are so good right now, we are going to get a little bit of extra time on bottom and potentially even a little bit longer in one of the mid-water transects at the end, depending on how the conditions are at that time. Typically when we're planning for our transects, we account for a little bit of extra squish time in case the conditions change on us. And typically that means if they get worse throughout the day so that we have time for setup. But today, it's actually the opposite, so we get a little bit of extra time.
That's great news. Thanks.
That's a cute little eel pout all wrapped up. You don't see them coiled up quite that much.
So I'm kind of getting pretty far stretched out.
Yeah, he has a move underway, so I should be catching up here.
Understood.
Pretty shortly.
I guess he only got me at 50. I just feel like I'm stretched out because of low visibility.
Yeah, but delta's still quite a bit. Well, 18.
It's around it. I've been trying to hold an 18.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's healthy.
I'm hoping that...
Yeah, let's zoom in on the moving fish on the ground as we wait for the ship to move here.
Hoping that the current at 500 it's also going
and that's
this
a little
way
Nazumia rat
surface.
tail.
We'll see.
Right now I'm feeling it from my port to my starboard. But that's also, I'm on like a feature, you know? So
Yeah, you cannot really go by that so close to the ground.
Yeah.
Although we're 20 meters from 500, so...
I know. That's I was going to look at the... You zoom out on HiPAC a little bit and see what the global situation is.
We might. So...
I mean, where I'm at now, it looks like it's flowing from my front to the back.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
So from north to south?
Yeah.
Everybody can come wide. We'll keep moving here.
It's more of like a north-southwest.
So while the ship catches up, well, what do you think we should do if we get to past 500? Should we just move the ship off of the cliff and then try to transit this way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go in a safe direction, and then even if it means that stuff goes by a little quick or something.
Okay.
We're currently at about 522 meters.
I don't know how far you're into that move. Could probably call another 20 in.
We've only risen about 50 meters in this dive,
Covered
but
bridge.
it's been very interesting. Lots of stops along the way, different from what we've seen.
No. Do you mind sending down the sanitizer?
I think the first hour and a half we spent within the first 2 meters.
Yeah. And it was a great start with an octopus being the first thing
right
that we
there
saw.
in front of us, and we have since seen at least 6. We haven't zoomed in on all of them, but we've seen many very tiny octopus. Do you say octopuses?
I think so.
I think you do say that. I remember I was corrected when I said octopi once. So octopuses.
Told we can say octopi, octopuses, octopus. They're all equally valid.
They're all correct?
Oh, okay.
Well, then I will tell whomever corrected me. Thank you.
Yeah, you tell them Mike Vecchione told you that.
All right.
All right, Fernando, what's the news?
All right.
So we've had a lot of help again in the chat room from scientists ashore. I'll just go down the list and try to thank each one of you. You have Adrian Copeland from NOAA, Amanda Demopoulos from USGS, Amy Bacco-Taylor from Florida State University, Andrew Quattrini from Harvey Mudd College.
Next move, 20 meters range, bearing 355 degrees, speed 0.2.
We have
I have Asako Matsumoto from the Planetary Exploration Research Center in Japan. Earlier we had Carolyn Ripple from the U.S. Geological Survey.
And we have Jason Hill and Jason Chater and Jenna Hill from USGS.
And I think Jill Bork was on at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I started floating there.
And John Reed from Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute.
And Enrique Salgado from NCOS, NOAA NCOS. Eric Cordes from Temple University. Irvin Garrison, University of Georgia.
And Mike Vecchione from NOAA National Marine Fisheries National Systematics Lab.
Heather Judkins from University of South Florida, St. Pete.
And Bob Carney from Louisiana State University.
Coming on.
Santiago Herrera from Lehigh University.
Ken Sulak, USGS. Les Watling, University of Hawaii at Manoa. Madeline Newman from NGI. And Matt Dornbach from Manoa NCEI. I guess Madeline's also NCEI. Sorry, Madeline. Megan McCullough, North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. And we also had a live interaction with the museum today that we were doing on the side. You may have heard some of our commentary. And Mike Ford from NOAA Fisheries. He's very excited about the upcoming midwater transects. Nolan Barrett from the Natural Products Discovery Lab at the Medical University of South Carolina.
So Fernando.
Got some white stuff over there, maybe with bubbles.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that explains why we are seeing
the dark sediment.
The dark sediment, yes.
Oh, and a beautiful jelly.
A couple of them, but
not up close.
No.
That one has longer tentacles.
Nice preview of what's coming
jelly.
next.
Scott Harris, College of Charleston, Steve Oskovich from Temple University, Tammy Frank, Southeastern University,
Tilt down.
Tara Luke, Stockton University, and Zach Prue, College of Charleston.
Clear.
All right.
And we apologize if we left your name off, but that is 32 folks.
See that white stuff between your skids?
Gina Selig also, but I'm not quite sure of your affiliation, Gina. Sorry, I'll have to look that up. So thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, and thanks for answering some of the questions, too, that came in from the live interaction.
Yeah.
And others on shore, and just our own, too.
So for those of you who weren't with us yesterday, you probably don't know what you're looking at. We had started noticing these darker sediments underlying the brownish sediments. The brown sediments are oxidized, so there's lots of oxygen in the seawater, but underneath, these are reducing environment indicators, the dark sediments. And then we are looking, I'm assuming this is a bacterial mat?
Yeah, the bacterial mat, and you can see it kind of bouncing around the middle there, and that's probably where there's a little bit of gases leaking out from under the sediment drape here. The whole thing is moving. I'm not sure if that's our water movement or it.
I think it's the current.
Or just current.
Yeah.
It's clear.
All right,
I don't see any bubbles, but yeah, so these bacteria basically thrive in areas where there's methane gases leaking from the seafloor.
Almost 90.
Okay, pushing forward.
And we saw quite a bit of bubbling yesterday, not any huge venting kind of bubbles, but certainly little streams of what we call plumes. And our mapping capabilities, there's another map down there, by the way.
We'll come to this map
mapping capabilities can pick out plumes of gases arising from the seafloor if we cross them. And so yesterday's dive, we had noted them, our mapping team, Derek Sowers and Kevin Duram. And so we dove on an area and we found some seeps.
See anything new here?
And tomorrow's dive is likely in an area of seepage as well. So we're hoping to find some more of these. We weren't really anticipating these as they hadn't been detected on any mapping. We didn't do overnight mapping of this specific location. And it's a little deeper. But it's known in more shallow water, more shallow parts of this canyon.
Not that good.
And of Hatteras Canyon that we visited yesterday. So.
And maybe Carolyn Ruppel will come back online and help us out. See if she has seen them at these depths in these canyons.
Very narrow. The edge of these.
Well, I'm glad we went a little bit longer. We might not have seen that if we had to cut the dive.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, we would have just gotten there, and then we would have had to leave.
Copy bridge.
It's great having this little bit of extra time. It's usually the other way around.
And Gina Selig says that she's an intern working with OER, and Amanda is one of her mentors. I imagine that's Amanda Hepburn.
I'll get closer video.
Oh, I don't know.
And I don't know.
Netburn. Yeah.
Did we miss Tim Shank when we were going down the list?
I didn't mention Tim because I didn't realize he had come to the chat room. Hi, Tim.
Thanks for joining us, Tim Shank.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
From Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute.
There's another bacterial matting.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like how it's poking out of the edge. Little knob of material, so it might just be.
All the eel pouts are hanging around.
Isn't that funny? They're circling it.
Yesterday we saw the black belly rosefish were sitting on and in these bacterial mats often. But it might have been a coincidence because we saw so many of them that hard to say if they were using the habitat or just crawling all over.
All right, video.
Looks like there's some holes facing us there.
Mm-hmm. No active bubbling right this moment.
Yeah, if we could get one more closer look, that would be great.
Understood.
I love this shot.
Yeah, that's neat.
Is great.
It looks like another planet.
Might want to also drift down and look at those dots. I think they're actually little.
Come on, bubbles.
Oh, okay. Is that a bubble?
I haven't seen a bubble yet.
Somebody joining us?
I think we're going to get some...
Hey, it's the Silver Spring Exploration Command Center here. We're just dialing in, getting ready for the midwater work.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
We have about 20 minutes left on the bottom, and then we'll jump into the midwater.
Sounds great. Thanks.
There are going to be some good midwaters today.
Moving on.
I heard there was a lot on the way down. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I stirred up too much sediment in that area, I think. I was hoping the current would clear it off quicker, but we could try to zoom in from up here, back into those holes.
All right.
And I wonder if these are the holes of the worm that we got yesterday.
The acorn worm.
Acorn worm. We did a scoop sample.
Doing the scan method here.
Close to one of these bacterial mats, not in it.
We were unsure of what was making all the little holes surrounding these, and also across much of the sediment yesterday.
I don't see those holes, do you?
And we found,
we're done.
All right,
I don't know, at least 10.
I'll keep moving.
Slimy acorn worms. I'd pull a few out of the sediment and then let the sediment sit, the mud in the bucket, and then more would come out to the surface, and I'd pluck them. And not my favorite organism.
Fish.
But it was great to see them, because we really didn't know if we'd catch anything from a scoop.
What are
we certainly did.
Eel pouts, I believe.
Eel pouts?
Either wolf or something like that.
Let me know when you want.
All right, we'll let him go video. We've seen quite a few of these.
Move co-pilot.
Yeah, I think you can call one in, probably. Maybe 20 meters.
You see a little waviness here from
maybe a little
current
off to your
flow.
starboard, like 10 or something.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Brighter patch on the lower left.
Another patch coming up on the left.
Maybe. And another one further up.
Yeah,
and one in the distance, too.
About 5 patches so far.
Yeah.
Bearing?
010.
And we have Tracy Sutton from Nova Southeastern University that's going to be participating in the midwater transects. Welcome, Tracy.
And Stephanie is here at the ready with us.
Probably snap from this altitude.
Okay. I haven't seen any bubbling yet. Have you, Roland?
I see no active flow.
Yeah.
No visual of any active flow.
Yeah.
So this area is not in the SEEP database that is USGS has been collecting information on where these SEEPs are, and this one is a new one to add to the list. But I bet you that since we're not seeing bubbles from any of these areas, maybe it's very slow bubbling, or maybe even ephemeral and it's not happening lately.
Snap on that one.
Just a slow effusion. So there's some more down on the lower left too. It's this whole area. I wonder if there's any on the other side.
I did see a couple
popping
on the other
out
side, watch lead.
that we didn't notice.
Yeah, I can hop over.